All right, we're on 4.5 lesson 9. And we're going to be using an area model and division to show the equivalence of two fractions. So today we're going to go working backwards using division. Okay. So looking at the first one, we have 6/12. So I'm going to show 6/12 on here. So I got to make 12 parts. So I'm going to go down. Draw. I like to do 6 parts first, and then take each of those parts and cut them in half. So now I have 6 of them, and I'm going to shade in, or 12 of them, I'm going to shade in 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when I look at 6/12s, I know these are really small pieces that I'm doing, that I've cut it up into, and I want to find an equivalent fraction that can be bigger, that I don't have to cut these up into such small little pieces. So just like what we did when we were multiplying, right, and making smaller fractions or smaller numbers, we can do the same thing here, but we're going to divide. So top and bottom. And we're going to divide by the same number. So what's the number that can go into 6 and go into 12? That we know. Well, I know they're both even, so a number I could do is 2. Right? 2 can go into both those numbers. And I can get 6 divided by 2 would be 3, and 12 divided by 2 would be 6. So what that means is that I should also be able to see 3 6 in my picture. So for every 3 that I have 6 that would go with it. Okay? Another number that we could take, what's another number that goes into 6 and 12? Something a little bit bigger. Well, I know 6 can go into 6, and I know 6 can go into 12. 6 divided by 6 would be 1. 12 divided by 6 would be 2. Which is the same thing, right? And then you can actually see right here that we have a half, right? Here's 6. And here's 6 that are not colored in. So it's the same thing as half of your square. Okay? You could do the same thing over here. We have 3 6. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and you're going to get to the same number, which is a half. So you've got equivalent fraction, and equivalent fraction. We're just working backwards today. So let's start with my next number, which is I'm going to show 2 8s. I'm going to show 2 8s like this. I'm going to split mine up into 8 parts going this way and that way. I'm going to shade in 2 of them. So what's a number that we know can go into both 2 and go into both 8? Well, the smallest number I have is 2. So I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 2. If I divide 2 divided by 2, I get only 1. If I do 8 divided by 2, I get 4. So my equivalent fraction that I get is 1/4, which I can see right here, right? I have 1 out of 4 parts, 1 out of 4 parts. So it equals 1/4. We're going to try to get to our simplest form, right, which is a unit fraction. So you can see here, I've gone all the way to a unit fraction. Its simplest form, which means as small as my numbers can get, but the biggest piece of my fractions. Good. And you can also see 1 out of our 4 parts. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow in class for our word problem, or for our problem set. It's just working backwards, starting with the bigger numbers and finding smaller numbers that are equivalent. All right, and I'll see you tomorrow.